Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 2. I have returned to the tavern after our little subterranean adventure in the last episode. I have left the mines, but not before looting the storehouse. I actually found a nice new sword there, which I am using now, a steel sword. And then I came back to the inn to put some stuff into storage. And I noticed that the dwarves are back at their table, so I have been arm wrestling Skax and Zigrin over there, which means that the Bring It On quest is updated, and now I need to defeat Cecil Burdon at arm wrestling, which is apparently the nephew of the village elder. But I think in this episode I want to go to Cecil Burdon first, because there's a few things that I need to ask him, but apparently I can also talk to these guys, so let's do this first. So yeah, let's ask all the questions.
Getting anywhere with the new recruits?
Like whores in a brothel, they're ploughing away at full speed. Safski's army's full of men better at holding their pricks than a weapon. But Zoltan and I are helping them catch up. Most importantly, they don't lack spirit.
They won't defeat Henselt's regulars with zeal alone.
We'll show you what an army facing either victory or death is capable of. For we've no other choice, Geralt.
Alright. So, what's Philippa up to?
I've been trying to figure out what Philippa Eilhart's doing in all this mess.
Same thing as always. Conspiring until she gets her pubes in a knot.
I know you hate sorceresses, but try to put your animosity aside.
Well, we hate them, that's a fact. But why do you think that is? It's not because of their secret knowledge of their nice tits.
No.
Their hearts are full of dung, Geralt. Mark my words.
You exaggerate.
No, maybe not all of them. But Eilhart's the worst. Need I remind you how she peddled her ass to Dijkstra just to learn the plans of the Redanian intelligence service? Everyone in Vergen knows she's not into coke. I tell you this, it's her ilk that caused the ruckus on Thanid Island. Think she's any different here? I'm crap at talking, Geralt, but you do all right. So I'd appreciate, as soon as Saskia's better, slip a word in her ear to watch out for Philippa.
Alright, I mean, it's not like I really trust this Philippa. But then again, I don't really trust many people, so there's that. Oh yeah, do you know anything about this?
Were you in Rivia when I got caught on that pitchfork?
Was I? Fuck, Wolf, I saw you die! I didn't see the little bastard who took you for a haystack, but I swear it looked like you weren't going to make it. So I'm well glad you managed to lick your wounds.
I don't know if it taught me anything.
Come on, it had to. Not many have survived their own death.
You haven't noticed that I'm pissing up wind again, fighting for a cause that isn't mine?
No, I haven't. A free Upper Aedirn is in the interests of any decent fellow.
If you say so. So, do you remember Brenna?
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that. It was a beautiful day. On one side, 46,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army. All dwarfs. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage, as I heard it.
All right, brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee, except maybe 3 years ago here at Vergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun banners survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south. But most men of the banner lie in the catacombs, along with their standard. The Dun banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
I actually need that banner, so that was some useful information. Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's talk to the other guys as well. So, how are things?
How are you, Sheldon?
Better than at Brenna.
Though we've quite a rumble ahead of us. But I promise you this. We'll kick Henselt's arse and send him scurrying back to Kedwin.
Well, apparently the alliance from the Battle of Brenner didn't last very long, so let's see how long this alliance is going to survive. Am I being pessimistic? Probably am. I have asked all of this already.
One freak bigger than the next.
And I don't know if Zoltan has anything new to say. I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to Zoltan. Also, they seem to be changing my position every time.
Geralt, first throat of the Witcher's Guild. Finally, a drink with someone worth talking to. Short on company? What can Yarpin tell me? I prefer listening to horses fart.
Alright, well, look at that. Lots of stuff that I can ask him. Do they play dice here? Yeah, they do. I already played a bunch of dice, but let's ask it anyway.
Any idea where I can play dice around here? Try the blacksmith's helper.
Right, those were the two dwarves that I played off camera, I think 2 episodes ago. I already beat them, I beat the innkeeper, now I need to beat Cecil Burdon. Yeah, let's talk about Vergen and the Ponta Valley. What's your opinion on the situation?
I wanted to talk to you about the Free State of Vergen. We haven't had the occasion somehow.
True.
Do you buy into Saskia's ideals?
Are you asking me if I believe what she says, or if I believe she'll be successful?
Both.
Saska's no liar, that's a fact. But whether we'll manage, who can tell? One thing is sure, we'll never know if we never try. For now, a great battle awaits. A battle in which elf, dwarf and human will stand side by side. And that is beautiful in itself.
It's also the biggest potential weakness.
Right.
Nothing unites folk like shared death. I believe those who survive will honor the deaths of their comrades.
If they win.
Even if they don't. News spreads fast. Others will follow in our footsteps.
Alright. Let's hope your idealistic hopes will not be disappointed. So yeah, about the Kingslayers.
The Kingslayer's trail has gone cold. Have you heard anything?
No one could sneak into Vergen. We watch day and night. Anyway, who would they come for here? Stennis? Why so keen on capturing the assassin of kings?
I don't know, maybe they're not only targeting kings. We don't really know that. This is pretty much the same question that I think Dandelion asked me. I'm still going to say that I need to clear my name. This is my prime objective.
Because I'm innocent.
The wise among us know that, and I wouldn't listen to the fools.
I can only prove my innocence by dragging in the real culprit. No other way.
Alright, yeah, let's talk to him about Yorvis as well.
Yorvith seems to have changed. Have you noticed?
How? Has his arse grown fatter in Saskia's keep?
An elf who was the greatest foe of humans will now fight for their freedom. Doesn't that surprise you?
Only harpies don't change their minds. I'm no expert on elves, but as I see it, he's got a stiffy for Saskia.
Well, that's one way to put it.
He stood all gentle as a lamb in council, stealing glances at her tits. When she spoke to him, he looked as happy as a fool whittling a wooden toy.
Well, I guess this is as good as a motivation as any, right? Yeah, tell me about Vergen.
Vergen seems like an ancient town. Do you know its history?
It's one of the mining colonies Mahakam established. There were lots of them just 500 years ago. Now they're mostly in ruins. It was the first town where dwarves and humans began working side by side. For the past 3 years, it's been a symbol of our common death.
That's pretty sad. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, we talked to these guys, so I think I'm going to leave the tavern now and I'm going to look for Cecil because I have a lot of things that I want to talk to him about. Like, I can get my reward for this quest. I can also ask him about these two things, so I hope he's going to be helpful. But where is he? Okay, I think I know how I get there. I will bring you back once I found him. Alright, apparently he's in this building. Yes, just the man I'm looking for. Right, and yes, I need to play poker against him as well, but let's ask some questions first.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpan are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Yorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, and so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared. But Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them.
Yeah, I do think that we need all the help we can get, and we can't be picky about the support that we accept. So, since when have you ruled Bergen?
How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round the circus. So, I volunteered to manage things. No one opposed me. Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organise assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia, exclusively. Me included.
Okay. So she's actually the one calling the shots around here. And are you collecting taxes? What a random question.
This must be the first revolt ever to be taxed.
We can't feed ourselves nor fortify our walls with rebel slogans alone. But rest easy. Stennis and the nobles won't get a single oren from us. Though, of course, the prince is just waiting for the right moment to get his grubby hands on our finances.
I'm sure his motivations are pure, and he'll do it exclusively out of regard for his subjects.
I'm sure. Right, I did deal with the necrophage nest.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most?
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
Alright, so this is done. So maybe let's try to beat him at dice poker. Yeah, let's play.
I'd like to play dice.
Poker.
Shall we?
Here we go. Let's make it big. And roll the dice. Or just let it fall down awkwardly, because I'm too afraid to lose one of my dice. This is nothing at all. This isn't even a straight. Yeah, I could try to go for a straight, but he already has 2 pairs, so this is probably not going to go well. I'm just keeping the 6 and see what I can do with that. Well, I should probably not raise that bet. Alright, here we go. Oh, I actually got 3 of a kind. How nice! I should have raised that bet.
I'll have to raise taxes. Here are your winnings.
Aren't you going to ask for a rematch?
You're too good. Try Haggard, the Smith's apprentice.
Oh, okay, so there's another person that I need to beat. Alright, but there is one more thing that I want to talk about. No, actually 2. So, yeah, this is about the banner, I believe.
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook insult, called king by some, thought that Adernians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown, and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crap. 700 years ago, the elves reigned here.
Yeah.
And 1,000,000 years ago, these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighbouring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right.
He's actually
Hensel
right
wanted
about
to
that.
conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Eternians, Kedweni, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Van de Grift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Eddern at all. We decimated the Dun banner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwenis gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armour. Then Van de Grift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Van de Grift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Eternian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kidweni sorceress who wanted revenge on Van de Grift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
Right. So, how did the battle start?
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the third day after the autumn equinox. Eddern had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Seltkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background, like never before. Only King Demavend was missing, but he must have had more important business than defending his country.
And did you see the Kedwenis cross?
You saw the Kedwenis cross the river?
From afar, I saw Van de Grift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The Dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Eternian land, Van de Grift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Seltkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kedweni arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen, and Seltkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
Alright. Yeah, I need to know what happened to the Dun banner.
You captured the Dun banner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths, refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunna, there were 7 Eternians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard.
So, I need to go to the crypts. And, did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Van der Grift?
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Van der Grift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Seltkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Seltkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Van der Grift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Seltkirk with that new sword.
Van der Grift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword.
Oh.
After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake or Selkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
Alright, well, thank you.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhart claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandegrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Well, she said she would take care of the other 2. But yeah, this was actually pretty helpful. And there's one more thing that I can ask you.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Bergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it. Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Thanks, Cecil.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
Alright, yes, this was actually a very informative conversation. So, I got a lead on where to find the Dun banner, and okay, apparently I can't actually do anything about the sword at the moment. And I found some lead on places of power. So where exactly would I find the banner? Let me exit and don't close the door in front of me, that's rude. And let me have a look at the map. Okay, it's up here. I haven't actually been through this tunnel yet. And, hang on a second. I believe there was another quest in that general area. This one? Yeah, this one as well. So, I would say this is what we're going to do next. We're going to check out this tunnel and maybe we can deal with both quests at the same time, right? So let me get over there and then we'll see what awaits us in that tunnel. Alright, it took me a while, but I managed to find my way over here. This is a tunnel. I think we had a short look inside, but then I decided to turn around. And maybe I want to have another look at the other quest. Alright, this is about the dead people, and I need to examine the corpses in the catacombs. Alright. Let's see if we can find any leads on that. Yeah, this is a completely new place. I haven't been here before. Are you friendly?
Ah, you've finally given in. Started killing humans.
What?
Hey, Witcher.
Started that a while ago, actually. It just wasn't something society was willing to acknowledge.
Foltest death. Society acknowledged that. You know there's a price on your head.
Yeah, I know. Too low for the risks involved, though.
It's a bundle to us, Witcher. You have to pay for everything. Weapons, food, information.
Jorvith send you?
Jorvith will never learn of this.
Oh, come on, guys. This is totally unnecessary. And it will not end well for you, I can assure you of that. I just wanted to get some quests done and then this happens. Alright. Maybe should do something about the archers over there. Alright, that guy is dead. And... yep, run right into my trap, please.
Don't risk it! We need to take him alive!
Well, good luck with that.
Careful! He's killed some tough fighters!
That's true. I have. Rolf Johansson. Alright, she is dead as well. And let me deal with the low-ranking Scoia'tael over here. Alright, now it's just you and me. And the heavy attacks work well on you. There we go. And more completely pointless death. Oh well, it's not like I haven't warned you, so there we go. I didn't even drop any nice loot. How disappointing. Oh, hang on a second. A warrant. Arrest warrant, Geralt of Rivia. It is hereby made known to all that the witcher named Geralt, a native of Rivia, has committed the high crime of regicide in slaying Fortis, king of Temeria. As a murderer and traitor, Geralt of Rivia has been sentenced to die by fire. A generous reward is offered for his capture and delivery to the proper authorities. He who delivers the criminal's head shall receive 1/2 of said reward. Those providing reliable and confirmed information as to the criminal's whereabouts shall also receive remuneration. Beware, the witch is armed and dangerous. Indeed. Alright, so, I still haven't found... Oh, it's way over there. It's much further away than I expected. And what about the other quest? Yeah, it's the same place. It's the same place. So I need to find a way to get across this river, right? Let me pick up all this stuff. Okay, this looks like a place where I can cross the river. And then probably go through here. Is this... I hear something. Who is attacking me? Oh! Oh, soldiers! What the hell? Where do they come from? Apparently I can't drop down here. Presumably because I'm getting
I'll make
attacked.
mincemeat of your arse!
What did you just say? Just leave me alone. I'm looking for catacombs.
I'll make mincemeat of your arse!
want to fight some random soldiers. Alright. I hate those shield guys. Alright. How about an Igni or whatever? this works too. There we go. Let me grab this loot if I can. Well, this is the right way though, so I need to get down here, even if it means fighting more soldiers. Yep, we have even more of them. Oh, and suddenly harpies.
Dad.
What the hell? This is interesting. Well, let me deal with the soldier first, so I can change my sword. There we go. Huh. Well, those are some strange harpies. They just keep on disappearing. There we go. Better. I need more of your feathers anyway, so good to meet you here. Weird. Okay, let me take all of this. More happy feathers. Very nice. More of them. I probably still don't have enough, though. I still need 5 more happy feathers. Okay. Yeah, this is the wrong way. I need to go into this direction. And what the hell? What the fucking hell is that? An army of neckers. Wow. This is so ridiculous. And now they just disappeared into the ground. What is going on here? What the hell is going on here? Okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Anyway, I think I found the catacombs, right? Yes. Well, I can't enter here. Huh. Well, this looks to be more difficult than I thought. I may need to be upstairs, like on top of this ridge or whatever. Huh. Okay, so how would I do that? Can I? No, I can't climb up here. Sure, I'll take this stuff. Alright, this is going to be more difficult than I thought it would be. Because my quest is supposed to be right here, but it isn't. How annoying. So, I think I may actually, oh! Well, the quest marker is slightly confusing. It's not really showing me the right place. But this seems to be the catacomb. Alright. Sure, let's have a look inside. And see what we can find. Now this looks like... Oh, I can break it down, yes. I can. So what can we find out here? Oh, of course.
Shit, you stink.
We have more rays on our hands. I should have taken a potion, probably. Let me get another Gwen going. Whew! Well, this worked barely, but good enough. And we have another one. Alright. You're dead as well. Any more wraiths in here that want to be killed? Nope, that seems to be it. Okay, let me take your stuff. Didn't really want to do that. Uncover corpse. Examine corpse search. Well, let's examine it.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Okay.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Huh. So I can't draw any conclusions from it. This one doesn't look much better.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Okay, so I guess I have to find a corpse that is still good enough to recognize something.
This
Oh,
corpse is
and
decomposed almost completely.
there we go with another wraith. Right. Seems to be all for now. Well, this one isn't looking so good either.
This corpse is decomposed almost completely.
Totally going to rob this grave.
This corpse is decomposed.
Yeah, I
almost completely.
get it, I get it.
I'm too old for this.
So I need to find a corpse that hasn't decomposed already. I can't examine the ones on top, right? Apparently not. Well, okay, I need to look around this catacomb and I hope that I can find some corpses that I can actually examine. But I think the episode is long enough, so I'm going to make a cut here and we will continue this in the next episode. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.